All right, I got a video for you today that was inspired by Amala Ekpunobi. If you don't know who she is a conservative political pundit, conservative pundit, I guess you could say. The title of the video is "These Anti-White TikToks Are Truly Wicked." Now, she's like half black, half white individual, so she's gonna be covering a lot of black people here. And so maybe she can get away with that and I can't because I'm just all white, right? Well, no, I mean, I think the progressives say that I'm actually mixed because I am roughly one quarter Romanian. So that's a Slavic country. And we all know that Slavs aren't white for some reason, right? Now, she covers like 5 clips in this video of people saying like, oh yeah, white people are stupid, whatever. Now, I have been saving these videos for years now, and I have like 30 of them. We're not going to go through 30, don't worry. Cut it down to like 14, and we'll cover those 14 clips, and I'll probably do the rest of them, in a different video. So let's go ahead and dive into the clips that I have, and see what kind of trouble we can wrestle up here.
I'll say it again, because I think they missed it.
The climate crisis is man-made. And it's not just man-made, it's white man-made.
All right, so this woman here appears to be a Arabic woman. And she's saying that the climate crisis is the fault of white men. And that's probably true, actually, because white men were the ones who invented everything and did everything to create a world that you can enjoy with your cheap jewelry and makeup and hair care products that you indulge in. Because you don't look like that rolling right out of bed. Let's go ahead and we'll watch through this as I'm talking, but I'm going to mute it here. I don't really have anything else to say, but I mean, she has this, wrap on her wrist. What's that all about? Do you need that? Seems like it's pretty superfluous to me, unnecessary. Those earrings are definitely unnecessary. Yeah, your hair is well done. I mean, it looks clean, and you took time to do something with it. So, I'm guessing that you do indulge in the industrial world that we have today.
Name one thing black people cannot do that a white person can. Be a convicted felon and become president of the United States. Entice a riot. Have thousands of people break into the White House, smearing feces and blood all over the wall, only for them to seek no consequences. Breaking up families and having people deported for simply being illegal immigrants while simultaneously being married to one. War, weapons of mass destruction, genocide, kidnapping, sex trafficking, and eating multiple groups of people. Racial profiling, brutally attacking and unaliving people for you to get paid leave and clock in a few weeks. Weaponizing your tears against innocent black people, calling the cops on them because it makes you uncomfortable when they're minding their business and bird watching. Gaslighting and manipulating people around you to believe that they simply have a victim mentality for acknowledging the truth in their experiences that you don't experience. Anything else?
Okay, well, there's a lot in here. She said a lot of stuff about Trump that, of course, we all know has been debunked repeatedly. Let's go ahead and take a look back through this again, and I will try to debunk different points that as she goes through them.
Name one thing black people cannot do that a white person can.
Yeah, she's got to crack her knuckles because she's getting into the boxing ring, She's going to start throwing punches, Really, the acting is just cringe.
Be a convicted felon and become president of the United States.
Okay, well, Donald Trump is not a convicted felon, is he? I don't believe he was convicted of any felonies. He was accused of some felonies, but I don't think he was convicted of any.
Entice a riot. Have thousands of people break into the White House, smearing feces and blood all over the wall, only for them to seek no consequences.
Okay, so I don't know where she's getting this from. I know what she's talking about. And she's like just so wrong on every point that they did not break into the White House. They went into the Capitol building and it was open to the public. They were waved in, they were shown around, they were escorted around, and then they were, a lot of them were arrested afterwards. So, and he didn't ask them to do that either. He said, go peacefully. So, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about at all on that statement.
Breaking up families and having people deported for simply being illegal immigrants while simultaneously being married to one. War.
Yeah, so if you're married to a U.S. citizen and you're not a U.S. citizen or not a resident, simply apply to get your residency. It's literally that easy. Yeah, it costs money. It's like $1,800 to go through the process. That's it. Some people say, it's $800 plus all these other fees. No, all of it is like $1,800. Now, those fees might have been raised a bit, but that's roughly what it is. So especially if you're a woman. If you are a legal adult human female in this country, you have zero excuse, because all you got to do is come up to a man who is a single, unmarried male citizen here and get on your knees. If you do that every day for 6 months, he will marry you. It's very simple.
Weapons of mass destruction.
When is Trump is trying to reduce war and weapons of mass destruction? So other than obviously increasing the America's nuclear arsenal, but other than that, he's trying to decrease all these things.
Genocide,
Who is he genociding?
kidnapping, sex trafficking, and eating multiple groups of people.
Okay, so I don't think that she's talking about Trump now. I think she was actually talking about other, just in general, white people do this. They go war, they do weapons of mass destruction, they do genocide, they do sexual assault, and then they eat people. Well, no. Okay, so war was happening all over the world, all the time, throughout the entirety of human history. Thanks to white people taking as much control as we can of the world, we're seeing a reduction in war. We do not genocide people, yes, of course, that does happen. White people have committed the worst genocides, but genocides have been committed by other groups of people that are not white throughout history. So it's not our fault we do everything better. Okay? Maybe if you stopped washing your heads with cow urine.
What? Oh my god. He's taking a shower in cow pee.
You would have the intellectual capabilities to, do things better. I don't know what to tell you. That's just how it is. Let's see. So she was talking about, sex trafficking. Everybody's done that. Sex slavery has been a thing forever. Eating people, no. We actually, when we came to the Americas, we were appalled that the natives were eating people.
Racial profiling, brutally attacking and unaliving people for you to get paid leave.
Can you give me an example of that? Because I've never heard of that happening. Racial profiling happens from everybody. I've been called a stupid little white boy. My whole life, this has happened to me.
And clock in a few weeks. Weaponizing your tears against innocent black people, calling the cops on them because it makes you uncomfortable when they're minding their business and bird watching.
Yeah, okay, so that was a much more complicated case than she's making it out to be. She doesn't know the facts, so she needs to look into that.
Gaslighting and manipulating people around you to believe that they simply have a victim mentality for acknowledging the truth in their experiences that you don't experience.
Yeah, it's because you're exaggerating your experiences and saying that they only happen to black people, etc. I mean, I went through a list, this was years ago, and you probably find the video on my channel somewhere. It was 20 things that black people experience that white people don't, and I experienced 17 of them. So I don't know what to tell you. You guys are just idiots who think that you're the only ones who have a monopoly on victimhood. Moving on.
And all I can keep saying in my head is that America does not deserve black culture. Black culture is too good for America. America does not appreciate it. America just steals it and colonizes it and uses it as their own. They don't deserve it at all. Kendrick Lamar put on a show of a lifetime. People don't even, half the people that watched it didn't even get what he was saying, what the message was. But, us people, we saw it, we clocked it, and we received it. And we're thankful because it's Black History Month. He made us proud. And it was art. And it was amazing to watch.
Well, I don't know who the F Kendrick Lamar is, and I don't care. And if your culture is so good and so great and America doesn't deserve it, please go. You have that option. You have the option to leave and take your culture with you. I'm not saying that you should do that. I welcome people of different racial backgrounds into the country. But if you feel they're so much better than America, you know where the exit is.
I am getting more and more sick and tired of living around sun-dodging lice babies. I don't want to live around them anymore. I don't want to have to see them every day. I don't want to have to walk into the store and look in their faces. It is time for us to form our own state, and it has to happen right now. For the people who feel like me, who don't want to exist around wild beasts. It is not fair that we should have to live around people who we do not want to live around. People who are intrusive, people who are controlling, people who do not know how to respect boundaries, people who think they can force themselves or their way on you. We should not have to be forced to live around these people. So we need to, like I said, form our own state, our own government within this government, for us, by us, and it has to happen now. Black power forever.
Okay then. Wow, that was pretty extreme. Like I said to the last lady, you can leave. If you don't like it here, if you think that I am some sort of vile, disgusting creature just for the color of my skin, then leave. As this country becomes less and less white, I'm probably going to leave. Probably going to go somewhere else that's going to be more accepting of me. That's just the reality.
The greatest trick that the enemy, the devil, has ever played on any of us is making us believe that it is some entity in some faraway place just being evil and plotting against us, and not that the devil is white supremacy. Not that the devil is, not that you have an actual enemy. And this is the greatest trick, because part of the reason why conservative Christian Black people have been saying RIP to a known anti-Black racist is because you don't think that's your enemy. That's who the Bible is talking about explicitly when it talks about your enemy. Your enemy came to devour you. Here God is gonna eat up his flesh on your behalf, and you praying. You praying. Good job, devil.
Okay then, I did not realize this woman was so crazy, but you understand that white people have bad things happen to them too, right? Is that something that is beyond your comprehension? White people have terrible things happen to them at the hands of Black people. What was her name? Irina Zuritsky, the Ukrainian girl on the train, stabbed in the neck by a Black man. And it doesn't have to be a Black man committing, or a Black person committing the crime against a white person. It can be an Asian person. It can be a Hispanic person. It doesn't matter. There are so many white people who have been mistreated at the hands of other people. There have been white people who have been mistreated at the hands of white people. It doesn't take a genius to figure this out. And you're saying, no, the devil is white people. Wow. They have this ideology. That's the BLM ideology. That's what it is. Before we move on, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you're still subscribed. YouTube doesn't subscribe people. You can find me on Rumble. You can find me on Twitter. This is where I got these videos from, by the way, is Twitter, X.
To white people in general, I'm tired of you motherfuckers. I'm tired of your incompetence. I'm tired of your laziness. I'm tired of you not washing your ass on a regular fucking basis, and then we have to be susceptible to that shit. I'm tired of you having babies on fucking leashes. I'm tired of seeing babies that's 13 years old in a fucking stroller because you just want to give them the fucking world. Or, Billy doesn't want to walk, so we just gonna have his feet dragging on the fucking ground.
These big ass babies.
Big ass babies.
Breastfeeding a baby that can chew steak.
Exactly. I'm tired of y'all raising and birthing and raising serial killers, pedophiles, mass shooters, and all this. And then you tell Black people that we're violent. Everything about violence, we learned it from you. So you're the root cause of it.
All right. So if we taught you violence, then why don't you just stop? You don't have to do what you're taught, right? I mean, people stop doing things all of the damn time. All the time. When I was a kid, I got a video game system, we had something called the joystick. They don't have joysticks anymore. You have the controller with analog sticks on it. That's it. It's as close as you get to a joystick. So I learned to use that instead. Yes, Black people are actually more violent than white people. The statistics show this. And as far as her claiming that white people are breeding serial killers, very violent people. No, the media narrative does not account for Black people and the number of serial killers that are Black. That would be technically considered serial killers or mass shooters or whatever. It doesn't account for that because it's going to throw off the narrative and make Black people seem like they're more violent than the narrative wants them to be. I've never seen a 13-year-old breastfeeding ever in my entire life. I wash my ass every day, multiple times. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know any white people who do not at least wipe their butt, but they tend to scrub them up too in the shower. So I don't know where you're getting this information from, these ideas from, but you're totally wrong. So
wake up, white men. What the fuck is wrong with you? But you're too dumb to even realize that because you're lazy and sitting in front of a computer or a phone and you're just eating it up. Oh, my God. Look at what they're doing. All of a sudden, my heritage is going to be over. That I want to live in a country where white kids go to white schools and white people marry each other. What is wrong with that? I want to grow up in a country that my great-grandfather grew up in. That country doesn't exist anymore, asshole.
Yeah, you do realize that you're married to a white man, Don Lemon. The idea that I want to be around my own kind, around white people, it's the same thing with most Black people want to be around. We heard these other people saying, well, look, white people are evil. I want to be around Black people. Okay? People come to this country and they build their own enclaves. They try to avoid mixing. This is why we can have these illegal aliens come here and survive. There's nothing wrong with a white person wanting to marry another white person. And who's saying we don't live in that country anymore? Why not? Why do we not live in that country anymore? And why is it a bad thing to want to live in that country? Doesn't make any sense to me.
Men who look like you, men who vote like you, and men who sound like you. White men, something is broken. Something is cracked deep inside when so many of you believe the answer to fear, to loss, to change is violence. Are you listening to me? I hope I'm saying it loud enough for the people in the back.
Yeah, I'm listening to you, and you're an idiot. Black men, something is broken inside of you when your answer to, just getting an order at a fast food restaurant slightly incorrect is violence.
I'm looking for a black town, a black city. I want my nurses black. I want my doctors to be black. The boutique owner to be black. Hairstylist black. Grocery store owner is black. I want my neighbors to be black. The neighbor over on the side of them is black. Neighbor across the street is a minority. I want more color. I want to be around my people so bad. I'm not talking about ghetto black. I'm talking about HBCU black. What city, state, town has that? Honestly, my first thought is Houston, but Houston is hot. The next one is ATL, of course, right? But I just feel like I'm not gonna get with the vibe. I'm more of like a suburban on the outskirts of whatever city. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. Somebody help me.
Well, I think that you are SOL in this country, young lady. You're not gonna find what you're looking for. What you want is, a city filled with upstanding, hardworking individuals, and they're all black. Good luck.
White people only respect violence. And that's why when I'm outside of work, I don't hesitate to jump down their motherfucking throats anytime they try to play with me. Because they know exactly what the fuck they be doing. The only grace I have is for people that look like me. Other than that, foot on throat, 24/7.
Now, clearly you're not actually doing this because you would have been arrested and put into prison a long time ago. So why are you talking out the side of your mouth? Think you're tough? I mean, really. What if some white man walks up to you and says, hey, you can't be doing that, XYZ, you're in the wrong here, and then you jump down his throat and he just knocks you out. Expect me to believe that you're actually doing what you say you're doing here?
What are you running away for? What was that about?
White people are inferior.
White people are inferior?
I did that because I wanted to call the police.
You throw food at my girlfriend who's white because white people are inferior?
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say to you. Call the police, it's fine. Are you going to keep following me?
Yeah, I'm going to keep following you.
What are you going to do?
We'll find out where you work.
No, you're not going to find
Yeah, we'll. You're going to go behind me.
I don't want to be in handcuffs.
I'm sure you're kicked off.
I guess F around and find out. I mean, you want to go talking out the side of your mouth again, like I said last time. You can't be thinking that white people are evil. It's not true. We're just not. Sorry, I don't want to tell you, but you're just going to have to pull your head out of your ass.
Y'all, black people are not the problem. The LGBTQ plus community is not the problem. The problem has been and will always be the cis white male until they are finally held accountable for their vile and grotesque behavior. And when I talk about accountable, I don't mean, oh, that wasn't nice to say. I'm talking about getting punched in the fucking face.
So I need to get punched in the face for my vile behavior? What vile behavior have I been engaging in? Can you please elaborate on that? Because I haven't done anything to anybody, as far as I can tell. It's been living my life. So, yeah, I don't get where these people are coming from. It's like, it's all white people. It's all white people. And if you said the same thing about, it's all black people, you'd be considered racist. So you tell me what the truth is. Is it all black people? Is it all white people? Or no, maybe it's just some people who are scum. You're going to have this problem here where you have the ability to leave and go be amongst your own kind. Those places are becoming vanishingly small for white people. We have to put up with people who hate us for our skin color everywhere we go.
But then you guys will say, oh, we're just trying to copy this race or that race. It's not but that's the thing. We can do it all. We can do it all. Because that's what's great about us. We can do it all. What about the white people that try to wear braids? Like, white people try to be like us all the time. Exactly. Like, all what? It's not. And it's because they take our music, they take our styles. They want to be black, but they don't want to be black. So, to answer the question of what is so good about black women, everything, man. Everything is good about black women. Black women get so much out of them. They get violence. We're so expected to be strong as fuck.
even when we don't want to be. We can't show no vulnerability. We
Right.
have to make sure that everything is good. We got to make sure that
We're the strongest. We're angry
if we
as
are
fuck.
angry, if we have any feelings, we are shown as aggressive, just like black men. So we're gonna be talking about aggressive and how women are supposed to be, just like black men. If they're shown as aggressive.
Well, that's a whole lot of delusion here. It's like, oh, black people can do anything they want to do. Look, I have my hairstyle like a white person. I'm allowed to do that. But as white people, they always want to be black. I have no interest in being black. I don't do anything that would indicate that I'm black. Oh, I wear hooded sweatshirts. That's black cultural appropriation. Yeah, I was doing that long before it was popular amongst the black community. So I don't know what to tell you. I always liked wearing hooded sweatshirts. It's kind of my thing. So, no, you can't say that's me trying to be you, because I'm not. Of course, if you're from a warm climate, like this looks like it's probably a warm climate. Looks like it's probably Los Angeles. I don't know. From a warm climate, hooded sweatshirts aren't as commonly worn. I'm from the north. People wear hooded sweatshirts all the time. People wear sweatshirts all the time. So let me see. What else do I do that's like black people? Anything? Oh, I don't know about this one here. I've heard this, so it might be stereotypical. But I like watermelon and I like chicken. I don't know. I'm culturally appropriating black people, but chickens come from Southeast Asia. I don't know where watermelons come from. So if you like chicken, you're actually appropriating Southeast Asian culture. Or if you want to get down to brass tacks. So don't even give me any of this crap. Now, this is nothing that I am like, oh, I do this because, black people do it. I think black people are cool. I don't have any of that attitude. This one right here, we can see she's obviously dressed in a way that is of no particular race. She has fake eyelashes. Those were invented by white people, right? She has her hair done like white people. She's living in a white country, but we're the ones who are trying to be like black people. I don't see it. I mean, sometimes, yeah, I do see people doing things that we would consider, black. Or we see white people doing things that we would consider like a black custom or black behavior. But people are just people. They're going to do whatever they want to do. See something, they're going to like it, and they're going to want to do it. It doesn't matter. They're not trying to be you just because they like something that you like.
Heard them being called terrorists. We heard them being called drug dealers. We heard a lot of insults. We heard that they're a threat to our national security. And that's a flat-out lie. You want to know who the real threat is, Madam President? I'll give you a hint. They don't look like our chief author. They don't look like the folks up in the gallery. They don't look like the folks on the rotunda. They look like many of the members that sit in the front. And you don't have to take my word for it. According to DHS, Madam President, the greatest domestic threat facing the United States comes from, quote, racially or ethnically motivated violent extremists, specifically those who advocate for the superiority of the white race, not our immigrants. We are safer and we're better off because of them.
Yeah, DHS can say a lot of things. I've spent my whole life around white people, right? I was born in this country when it was a lot more white than it is now. And I'm not seeing where white people want to have terrorist organizations, where they want to rule through fear, where they want to motivate through fear. It's actually, this guy here is a Muslim. And we know by far what the biggest terrorist organization in the world is. I don't say anything else about that. We all know. And when we talk about a threat to our national security, Islam is planning on taking over the United States. That's the goal of the people coming here. So this was once a white country founded by white people for white people with a majority white population. So to stand against that, what you're doing is allowing Islam to get a foothold in the country. I mean, it's really black and white to me. I don't understand why other people don't see it, but maybe I'm delusional. Anyway, that's all I got for this time. I do appreciate everybody stopping by and supporting my channel. And I will see you all in the next video.